What scares horses? This question is not only for horse owners, but for anyone interested in animal behavior. Let's list the reasons why horses are afraid. 1. Visual fears. Eyes magnify everything. A horse's eyes are located on the sides of its head. This gives it a 350-degree field of vision, making it an ideal shape for protecting itself from predators. But this wide vision comes at a price. Poor depth perception. A horse can't judge an object accurately, especially when it can't see it with both eyes. This visual uncertainty inflates the horse's mind. A rock on the side of the road, a plastic bottle, even a green blade of grass swaying in the wind are all perceived as potential prey. When a horse is frightened by something seemingly insignificant, don't make him laugh. He really saw something. You just couldn't see it. 2. Sound fears. Ears are always on alert. A horse's ears can move independently. They can turn left and right and back and forth. This is another source of fear. Any unusual sound. The sound of a gunshot, a car horn, the rustling of plastic sheeting, even a tree branch falling from a height, all of these sound like an alarm in a horse's ears. Interestingly, sounds that are not loud but have an unusual frequency can sometimes cause more fear than ordinary thunder. A horse may get used to a regular loud noise but may run away from a sudden crack. 3. Smell fears. The nose never forgets. Horses have a much stronger sense of smell than humans. They can smell a lion's tracks from afar, or even a predator that passed by a few days ago. The smell of blood immediately makes a horse nervous. This is a code written into the nervous system for generations. In particular, the smell of foreign animals, the smoke of burning things, and certain chemicals can make a horse nervous. An interesting detail. Some horses find the smell of a man more unsettling than the smell of a woman. This is an instinct that goes back to the fact that most predators are male. 4. Fear of unfamiliar places and isolation. Horses are herd animals. Loneliness is a source of suffering for them, and sometimes a real source of fear. A horse separated from the herd, a horse removed from the stable, a horse without its mother, all of them experience varying degrees of anxiety. How does this manifest itself in the horse's behavior? Screaming, stamping, writhing, loss of appetite. The horse is not afraid of being alone. It knows what it means to be separated from its herd. This helps the hunter find it alone. 5. Fear of people. Perhaps one of the most profound fears horses have is that of people. A horse that has been mistreated, a horse that has been beaten, a horse that has been threatened. Each of these leads to a greater wariness of humans. This fear does not emerge suddenly. It builds up little by little, deepening with each negative experience. Yelling at it, moving near its ears, approaching from behind, trying to scare it, etc., are all enough to make a horse uncomfortable with the presence of a human. The good news, this fear can be rebuilt with patience, consistency, and confidence. 6. Fear of change, disruption of routine. Horses love routine. Eating at the same time, feeding at the same time, the voice of the same owner. These are security. When the routine changes, such as being moved to a new stable, changing the type of feed, or not seeing the owner for a long time, the horse becomes stressed. This stress can manifest itself in fear-like behaviors, irritability, loss of appetite, and aggression toward other horses. From a human perspective, this may just seem like a bad day, but for the horse, the order of the world as it knows it is disrupted. 7. Veterinary intervention and medical fears. Needles and dental procedures are not only physically uncomfortable for horses, but also deeply felt sources of fear. A horse that has had a bad veterinary experience may try to run away when it senses the doctor's scent or even the sound of his bag in the distance. This is called associated fear. The brain permanently associates a painful moment with a specific smell, sight, or sound. How to deal with fear? Responding to a horse's fear with force, shouting, or force can lead to worse results. A scared horse doesn't judge, it just runs away. This is not rudeness, it's a reflex. Instead, the right approach: be calm, Stand still next to the horse and gradually accustom him to what he fears without forcing him. This method, called desensitization, accustoms the horse to what he fears slowly, without stress, and with rewards, and it can take weeks or even months, but the results are profound and lasting.